ebe free aba. Good, akwaba. Baby aboko there.
Baby aboko.
You be kai kuro mu kasa.
Ebe di o.
Enya de ye de be fra.
Mikro for omo ka chu.
Eya na de no so ewuram. Get bad. Eya na de no so ewuram na ye ko. But sir, etitira some no theme no of sa public lecture. Eya bedwam kasa kire dwumadi ya ebe. Na mo de edi ato so say leveraging indigenous African knowledge for development. Why this theme?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for hosting us, first of all. Yeah, that's now team way, choose team way, specifically because of the fact that we as a people, Africans, Ghanaians,
yeah,
we have not been able to organize our own body of knowledge, indigenous knowledge, from our own perspective. Wouldn't say science. You can't science no. It's all about body of knowledge.
Yeah.
Within a specific framework.
Yeah.
And well view.
Mm-hmm.
Now our science has been based on Western philosophy. The way the white man views the world.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we have also used to view our world.
Said ya brofuni huye no.
That's right.
Sa ya di huye ho.
Meanwhile, so abrofuno omu through their own worldview.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid almost science no.
Yeah.
Now I feel what adopted almost science no.
Wow.
So we are looking at our world from their worldview. It's like a topsy turvy, upside down. We cannot develop without our own indigenous knowledge and technology.
So that's the reason for the theme.
That's why we have decided to come up with this theme.
Okay.
Because this is relevant in terms of what we want to achieve, the objective we want to achieve.
But reconcile it to and said a normal city of Africa.
Yes.
The theme no reconcile it to.
So I'll give you an example. For example, we rely so much on Western science for our health, Western science for our agriculture, even for our spirituality. So why? But that it has failed us. For example, you can see, for example, that these days we have so many diseases. You are just advertising kidney diseases, that disease that has become so rampant. Why is it so rampant now? Because we are eating Western foods, we are relying on Western medicines, and they are not helping us. Meanwhile, we have indigenous medical knowledge, we have healers, we have herbalists who have indigenous knowledge from ancient time up to now that is helping us.
Yeah.
So why are we not looking at our health challenges from our own indigenous knowledge? Why are we not relying on our own healers or combining our indigenous healing with the Western healing? But rather we demonize our own indigenous knowledge in medicine.
Yeah.
We say that if somebody is sick and he goes to the herbalist, I say
Okobosom.
That means that it's a way of Christiania. So now we are bringing back a Western spirituality. They will say we are Christian. I want to So they use Western spirituality to prevent you from even what do you call it? Accessing your own indigenous health knowledge.
It is more lecture now. But provide your insight into Botaye Simoni so ni nientia more way.
Can you say that?
The objectives. I mean, provide us insight into the
correct
key objectives and the expected outcomes.
Exactly. So for example, the main objective of this dialogue is to ensure that we are able to share indigenous knowledge, because we are bringing together experts. We are bringing together local traditional leaders, opinion leaders, who have researchers, anthropologists, and people who have come to understand, or they are custodians of indigenous knowledge. We are bringing together governmental institutions like the Museums and Monuments Board, Tourist Authority, National Center for National Culture. These are all custodians of indigenous knowledge and our cultural heritage. And therefore, when we put these people together, they are going to be able to share knowledge, generate ideas, brainstorm, and generate ideas, share indigenous knowledge that will lead to us contributing to this renaissance. That is more like Sankofa, where we intend to advocate that we go back
to who we are,
and using our own indigenous knowledge or our own science, organizing our own body of knowledge from our own perspective, our own worldview, so that we can be more empowered than relying on Western philosophy or epistemology.
Okay, Sankofa ya motu from say cultural institution, community leaders, or more. How do you envisage say contribute to the success of the lecture.
So as I was saying earlier on, already something like the Ghana Tourism Authority, they are the custodians of most of our cultural heritage in this country, like all the museums, castles, all these cultural monuments in this country. They are the custodians. Center for National Culture. They are the ones who have the expertise in terms of what our cultural heritage holds, the whole of Ghana, from every corner of the country. These organizations are the custodians of our heritage, our cultural values, and our indigenous knowledge, organized in museums or archives or whatever. Therefore, when these people come together, they are able to share that knowledge with other stakeholders who are going to get involved. The chiefs, for example, are also going to get involved. Don't forget the chiefs are the opinion leaders who are the custodians of indigenous knowledge. At the end of the day, we have to understand that we as Africans or Ghanaians, we have to organize our own knowledge or knowledge sharing according to our own methods of teaching. For example, we used to learn by apprenticeship through folklore in our society. Now you don't learn through that, but you want to just go to the classroom and chew and pour, and then when you are out, you say you are a graduate, and you know nothing about yourself, and you know nothing about the philosophy you have also studied. Meanwhile, there are a lot of knowledge sources, traditional knowledge sources within our folklore that we can use, like folk agriculture, folk health, folk education, folk commerce. For example, when you're growing up in your village, you have somebody who's a rich man doing big business. He hasn't gone to school, but they had knowledge in commerce. You understand what I'm saying? You have the herbalists. So we have to go back, learn these things. So when they come together, they will share this knowledge, and then we will be able to.
For the sake of time, you're bringing tea. Your body toto. I mean, that's right. Notable speakers on Baba Kasa and Bini.
Okay, so the notable speakers that are going to come to this program include the Ghana's ambassador to Burkina Faso. He's called Honorable Boniface Gambila. Exactly. That's right. He you know him. Okay, so he's one of the notable speakers. We also have Dr. David Miller, who is the president of Open Miller University and Interdisciplinary Studies. He's one great professor in the Upper East region, who is an expert in these areas, and so we are also going to have chiefs. Ahimfo, indigenous knowledge,
that's right,
who are also going to be there, and all these people will help us to understand why we are going.
But you know what, Sakut?
Yes.
Idea we are okay. It involves a lot of resources.
I know.
And
as for the resources or the support, our main sponsor, for example, is Akayet Hotel, which is a 5-star hotel in Bolgatanga.
Right.
#1 hotel in Bolgatanga. They are supporting us, and we are very grateful for their support. We also have support from the Museums and Monuments Board. We have support from the Ghana Tourism Board, or Tourism Authority. We have support from the National Center for Culture, and we have support from individuals.
Right.
But this event is being organized by an organization in the Upper East called the Spotless Event Planners.
Okay.
Who are just basically a group of young people who are very culturally conscious and who want to promote our cultural heritage and our values and culture in the Upper East region and our tourism potentials in the Upper East region. So we commend them for this initiative.
Jumadi Bebaso Dabe.
Jumadi Bebaso Ochina Friday at the Akayet Hotel. Let me just give the time.
February,
Exactly. 10 a.m. 16 February. That is tomorrow. Between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Akayet Hotel.
Free.
Free, but it's not open to the public. It's strictly by invitation.
Okay.
Because we are inviting people who are experts in this area. So we hope that at the end of the day there will be a communique. We will put out some of the information or the knowledge that we are able to gather and be able to use it to advocate further for our renaissance.
Very well. I'm looking forward to an opportunity. I even to say now you review you made any day free mo about medawase Sakut.
Thank you so much.
Amega Etego or ambassador Emma Upper East Renaissance Project. To be about basis here. TV XYZ Bakai star 274 hash no. What dialysis here? You will 1,000 Ghana cedis. Sabra make us say dial star 274 hash to power XYZ.